Walid Phares is here, foreign policy expert, author of Iran, an Imperialist Republic, and U.S. Policy. Good to see you, Walid. Thank you. We appreciate it. I think about the last two times America wasn't all in a war, both Vietnam and Afghanistan. Is that the road we are going down once again?
It appears that this is the road, but I'm concerned it's more than this road. It's actually multiple roads going nowhere. I see chaos, especially this year, since we abandoned Afghanistan to the Taliban. That's the beginning of that chain of collapse. And then, of course, what happened in Gaza, we didn't have a clear policy. We pressured the Saudis and the Emiratis. You just mentioned now the Houthis, who were fighting the Houthis for us. We pressured them. We delisted the Houthis from the terror list. It's all of that kind of chaos that concerns me, because now in the last year of this administration, every other rogue force in the world or anti-American force in the world is doing whatever they want. They know that this administration is not going to respond. And let me conclude on one thing, Leland. One of the reasons for why we are not responding is because some of us, some financial interests, have transactions. They have transactions with the Iran. They have transactions with the with the Afghan Taliban.
Well, with the Russians, I think with the Russians as well. You think about that. Walid, I'm wondering if we lost your microphone.
Yes, I remember that we had the conversation, but that was a long time ago, when former President Barack Obama met with the Prime Minister of Russia. He told him on the microphone, of course the microphone was hot, wait until I finish my presidency, then I'll be flexible. So the relationship with Russia are not one of ideological, firm relationship like the Reagan years. It's contracts and transactions.
Huh. Yeah, it's interesting because the foreign policy brain trust, which comes from the Obama administration right now, you have Jake Sullivan, National Security Advisor, Victoria Nuland at the State Department, Antony Blinken, Secretary of State. They have this idea that they can calculate everything just right, so they do enough that it bleeds and that it hurts and it sounds good at Washington cocktail parties, but it doesn't actually lead to any kind of escalation. But the bad boys of the world, Iran, Russia, China, all sort of see that as weakness, and understandably so. Is there any difference in the policy that you see of slow rolling weapons to Ukraine, not putting full sanctions on Russia? And you make a good point. You put full sanctions on Russia, gas prices in the United States go up. That's a political consideration for the White House. Same with going after Iran. Gas prices go up and there's political considerations. You have to admit you pull out of the Iranian nuclear deal. Have you seen anything, and to be fair to the administration, have you seen anything that shows that what they're doing is being successful?
Look, I am fair in the sense, as a historian, I would say if this administration in the last 7 months of its political life changed course, I'll support. There's no problem. We're not coming from a political partisan perspective, but they're a failure all the way. With Russia, for example, we knew from the beginning that Russia will be supported by China, will be supported by India, and by the whole coalition they have all the way to Brazil. There should have been different strategies. They have never tried, for example, to engage in moving the Russian people. The Russian youth do not want to go into extreme nationalism and etc. They're not jihadis. They're not. They want our way of life. We have never engaged them. That's number one. In Iran, it's even worse. You and I discussed it many times. We missed 3 times the opportunity to connect with the Iranian civil society was rising. And that's why we are not able to achieve any result with the Iranians, because we connect to the Iran deal. And the Iran deal is a lot of money that comes back to the West. And many interests do not want us to escalate and finish that confrontation with the Iran regime or with the Houthis in the south.
Yeah, I think about the flip side in terms of how Israel, for example, is dealing with Hamas, where they are all in. Walid, I think you've written about it in your book so many times that a inferior fighting force that is all in, whose political echelon is all in, as the Russians are, oftentimes beats the superior force whose political echelons are not all in. Walid, it's good to see you. Thank you very much, as always. We appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Leland.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.